Hey guys, today I'm doing my go-to dramatic makeup look. This is in collab with Sierra Cheyenne. I'll list her information down below. She's also new here on YouTube and she's going to be doing her everyday makeup. So I'm just starting out by using Scotch tape and I'm just putting it against my eyes, kind of like where I would do my gel liner. And this is going to help give a really sharp line, kind of like a cat eye. And then I'm going to be using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyes. I'm using a concealer brush to apply it just because I have acrylic nails on. Then I'm taking Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek and I'm using this as my transition shade today. And I'm just going to be taking a Sigma E40 brush and just applying it back and forth through the crease. Then I'm taking Saddle from MAC and I'm taking this on a Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm just putting this in the outer corner and then blending it up into my crease a little bit. And because of this tape, you don't have to be too precise or anything because when we take it off, we're going to have a really sharp line anyways. And you don't have to use tape if you don't want to. When you're done your eyeshadow, you can just take some concealer on a brush and just clean it up as well. Now I'm taking Uninterrupted eyeshadow from MAC. This is a Prolonger eyeshadow, and I'm taking this on my Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm sorry, that looks really freaky. And then I'm just going to be putting it in my crease and in my outer corner. I'm more focusing this on the crease though, just because I want it to be a little bit more warmer and a little bit darker. Then I always go back with my blending brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines. And now I'm taking MAC's Blanc Type, however you want to say it, and I'm just putting this all over my lid. It kind of looks like I'm doing a cut crease, but I'm not. I'm just going to be putting this all over the lid, then taking Swiss chocolate, and I'm going to use Swiss chocolate kind of to blend these two colors together, and I'm going to start building up the color now because I'm going to go in with something a little bit darker after this. And I'm just doing the exact same steps, just a little bit on the outer corner and then up into the crease. Then I'm taking Embark from MAC. This is kind of like a cool tone brown. You always want to mix your warms with your cool tones and your mattes with your shimmers when you're doing an eye look. So I'm just going to be taking this and putting it on the outer corner and then just blending it up into the crease. I'm focusing this lot on the outer corner just because I already put a color on my lid, so I'm just kind of like blending it out, just deepening up the outer corner. Now I'm taking Mocha from Makeup Geek, and the reason I'm doing this is because on one of my eyes I moved one of the pieces of tape because it was bugging me, so I'm just filling in the blank spots where the tape was. Then I'm taking Brown Script from MAC, and I did this because I really wanted it to be warm in the crease, and after taking Embark I couldn't really see it. And it's kind of hard to explain what I'm doing, but I'm kind of putting it in my crease, but then up where you can feel that bone, and then that's where I'm just putting it. Kind of hard to explain, I know, I'm sorry, but if you just watch what I was doing, then you'll kind of get the idea. Now I'm just doing my eyeliner. I'm using Maybelline's Gel Eyeliner. This is one of my favorite gel eyeliners ever, and it's from the drugstore. I'm sorry I don't use too many drugstore products. I actually have a lot of things from the drugstore that I really do like. I'm going to be doing a drugstore tutorial right away here, and I feel like I'm saying drugstore products a whole bunch of times, but I do like lots from the drugstore. Anyways, moving on, I'm doing my mascara. I believe I'm using L'Oreal Telescopic, and then I'm going to curl my lashes after. I like curling my eyelashes after just because I think that the mascara gives them some texture and it curls easier because like my lashes are wet. And then I'm just applying lashes. I believe I'm using the brand Cherry Blossom number 110, I think. I used them in my last tutorial. I'm pretty sure they're my favorite lashes at the moment. And then I'm going to be taking off this tape and you will see the line. It will be really nice and straight. Then I'm going to be applying primer. I'm using the Benefit Porefessional primer, and I feel like in this tutorial I'm using a lot of old products, but I used to love this primer. Then I'm going in with foundation. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I usually like a foundation that's a little bit dewy, but this was like my perfect color right now since I had a tan and it's kind of fading, and I thought I would switch it up a bit. Then I'm going in with concealer, and I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer. I'm sorry, I almost like choked. But yeah, I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer, and it's a little bit light because like I said, I do have a tan that's fading. So the powder I use is going to be just like my skin tone because I don't have a concealer that's like my perfect color right now. Okay, I look really creepy here. Wow. I'm using a Zoeva brush to blend out my concealer. It's technically a foundation brush, but shh. Then I'm using this MAC MSF to set my concealer. I'm not using my emphasized one. I'm using this one because, you guessed it, my tan is fading, and if I use that, it will be way too light, and I just felt like doing something different for this makeup tutorial. Then I'm taking an oldie but a goodie. This used to be my favorite powdered contour with. It's Hoola from Benefit, if you didn't know. I really like this to contour with because it's kind of like got that gray undertone. It's a little bit ashy. I don't like contouring with something like a normal bronzer that's really orange because I feel like it can kind of look like muddy with your blush. So I really like this product. And I'm also just putting it on my jawline. Oh yes, hair flip. Look at that face. And I'm just putting my hair in a bun because it was kind of getting everywhere, and now I'm moving on to blush. I'm using Becca's blush called Flowerchild. And then to highlight, I'm using Nars, oh my god, I know what this is called, I just cannot think of the name. Oh, it's bugging me. Oh, I don't remember. Albatross. It's called Albatross. By the way, how cute did I just sound there? Okay, moving on. Filling in my eyebrows. Again, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in soft brown, and I'm just using a flat definer brush. This is my favorite brush to fill in my brows. I think I've said that before, but I'm just gonna skip through this because it's really not that fun to watch me fill in my brows, and it's probably the most thing that takes me the longest when I'm doing my makeup. And then to highlight, I'm using Naked Lunch from MAC, and I'm just going to be putting this on my brow bone. I'm not really putting it in the inner corner at all today. I wanted to put shimmer on my brow bone just to kind of balance it out with the shimmer on my cheeks. And then I'm using Saddle and Embark on my lower lash line just to blend it out with a pencil brush. And then I'm going to be using an Eye Kohl. I'm using L'Oreal's Eye Kohl. I really like this Eye Kohl for putting it in my waterline because it is pretty dry. It's not like a creamy eyeliner. I wouldn't use it to like smudge out. To smudge out, I would use like Urban Decay or Sigma's black eyeliner. So this is like the perfect eyeliner for the waterline. You don't want to use something really creamy in your waterline because your eye like is wet, and if it's a pencil that's really creamy, it's not going to last as long as like a dry one would like this. And then I just went back with my blending brush just to blend everything out. By the way, about that highlighter, I'm sorry if it seems like I don't know like the products I use. I do know all the products I have and all the ones I use. I did not mean to like make it sound like I don't. I just had a moment there. Then I'm taking Lumiere lip pencil from ColourPop, and I'm just outlining my lips and then filling them in completely. And then I'm going to be taking Urban Decay lipstick called Liar, and I'm just going to be putting it all over my lips. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, ladies!